ISAs are undoubtedly the most popular way to save and invest here in the UK. As of 5th of April 2022, more than £741 billion are held in ISAs. So it certainly pays to know what the rules and regulations around ISAs are. In this video, we will look at some important ISA facts. These facts are correct at the time of filming on 13th of November 2023. Of course, these rules may change in the future. Hi, I'm Jayna, a UK-based chartered financial planner with more than 17 years of experience. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to stay up to date. ISA stands for Individual Savings Account. It is a tax-efficient way of saving and investing money. In order to open an ISA, you need to be a UK resident for tax purposes. There are some exceptions to this. So if you're a servant, for example, diplomatic or overseas civil servant, or your spouse or civil partner is a crown servant, then you're eligible for an ISA even if you do not live in the UK. You need to be aged 18 years or over for stocks and shares ISA and 16 years or over for a cash ISA. Children under the age of 16 can have a junior ISA. ISAs can only be held by individuals in sole names. You cannot hold an ISA with or on behalf of someone else, meaning ISAs cannot be held in joint names by two or more individuals, nor can they be held in a company or a trust or a power of attorney holder. The maximum amount that you can contribute to an ISA in a tax year is referred to as your ISA allowance for the year. Currently, this is £20,000. You can invest up to £20,000 in any one type of ISA or can choose to spread it across different types of ISAs. For example, you may choose to contribute, say, 15,000 in a cash ISA and say 5,000 in a stocks and shares ISA. Now, the only exception to that would be a lifetime ISA. A lifetime ISA is slightly different. You can only contribute up to 4,000 a year into a lifetime ISA, leaving you with 16,000 to put in other ISAs. You also have to be under 40 years of age and over 18 years of age to open a lifetime ISA. The ISA limits are use it or lose it allowances. So you're not allowed to carry over any unused allowances into the next tax year. There are four types of ISAs: cash ISA, stocks and shares ISAs, lifetime ISAs, and innovative finance ISAs. Currently, you do not have to pay any income tax on the income received from an ISA. So, whether you received interest from your cash ISA or dividend income from your stocks and shares ISA, there is no need to declare it on your tax return or pay any tax on it. There is no lifetime limit on the total amount that you can hold in an ISA, nor on the amount of income that you can earn tax-free from an ISA. ISAs can be transferred from one provider to another. You can also transfer from one type of ISA to another type of ISA. So, for example, you can transfer a cash ISA to a stocks and shares ISA, or the other way around, stocks and shares ISA to a cash ISA. Now, transferring your ISAs from one provider to another does not use up your ISA allowance for that tax year. If you're moving an ISA that you contributed to in this tax year, then you have to transfer the whole ISA over. However, if you're moving an ISA that you only contributed into in previous tax years, then you can choose to transfer either a part of that ISA or the whole ISA over. You can transfer more than one ISA. So if you have a number of different ISAs, you can choose to combine them into one ISA. This can be the same type of ISA or different types of ISA. All gains achieved within an ISA are tax-free. So, for example, say you invested 20,000 in a stocks and shares ISA, and after a few years, this ISA is now valued at 30,000. If you were to fully encash this ISA, you would not need to pay any capital gains tax on this gain of the £10,000. Investments can be made regularly or a lump sum. There is no limit to how many times you contribute to an ISA, as long as your total contributions remain within the annual ISA allowance. You can access your ISA investment at any time as there are no statutory lock-in periods. However, some ISA providers may have some restrictions imposed, say 1 year fixed ISA in return for a slightly higher interest rates. So it's best to check that out before you start an ISA with a provider. There is no minimum term. This means when you make a partial withdrawal from your ISA, the remaining money still retains its ISA status and the associated tax advantages. Investments into cash or stocks and shares ISA can be with the same or different providers. You can hold a number of ISAs at the same time, but there are rules here too. You can only invest in one ISA of the same type in the same tax year. So you can't invest in two cash ISAs in the same tax year. You can also choose to open a stocks and shares ISA with another provider, leave that money to grow while opening another one with a new provider in a new tax year. So once the new tax year begins on 6th of April and the allowance resets, you can decide whether you want to top up your existing ISA or open a new one. A flexible ISA is one where you can withdraw money from your ISA temporarily and pay it back within the same tax year without affecting your annual ISA allowance. These were introduced in 2016. However, please note not all ISAs are flexible. Cash ISAs, stocks and shares ISAs, and innovative finance ISAs can be flexible, but it's up to the individual providers whether they offer this service. If you think this is an important feature, you should check before opening an ISA. On the other hand, junior ISAs and lifetime ISAs are not flexible. The tax year, by the way, runs between 6th of April through to the 5th of April the following year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until next time, I wish you health and wealth.